I've had some nights out in Leeds, and what happens in Leeds stays in Leeds, I can tell you.
Yep.
I have to second that. Hi everyone.
Hi.
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 I'm Olivia Marks, features editor at Vogue, and for those of you joining at home, welcome to Vogue's virtual supper club in partnership with Uber Eats. I'm here with athlete Nicola Adams, writer Bella Mackie, and writer Paris Lees.
I'm really excited that we're doing this. It's literally the most interesting thing that's happened to me this week. So cheers.
Cheers! We've all ordered our food through the Uber Eats app, and this is going to be a great way for us to catch up. Mine is still on its way, so in the meantime, while I'm waiting and getting very hungry, tell me what you've ordered. Paris, what are you going to have?
I ordered some lovely Thai food from Nakhon Thai restaurant, which I live close to. So I think you can overthink things sometimes. So I've just got a classic green curry because they just do it really, really well.
I'm having pizza. I can't stop thinking about pizza in lockdown, and also I know that when my husband has finished work, he will definitely want a slice. So pizza it is.
Very generous of you. Nicola, what are you having?
I've got some jalapeno poppers and some halloumi cheese bites for a little snack.
Nicola, do you have to watch what you eat to keep fit? Then are you very sort of strict?
I'm trying to watch what I eat, but yeah, the struggle is real at the moment.
Is anybody vegan or vegetarian?
I'm a vegetarian, and I have been for about 15 years. I saw a cow on a farm, and it looked in my eyes, and I thought, oh, that's the end of burgers.
Well, guys, you're going to be very pleased to hear. Number one, I haven't got a horror story about meat and I'm still very much enjoying it. And two, my Lebanese has arrived from Marouche, which I'm thrilled about because Marouche is a big Vogue favourite, and when we're normally in the office, it's often somewhere we'll go, and they've opened down the road. So something, I really want to know from you guys is, how is everyone keeping not just physically fit, but mentally fit over the past few months? Because it's been a challenge, right?
Yeah, for sure. I think the one thing I've struggled with the lockdown is because I have ADHD and I always need to be doing something all the time. I've had to still keep some kind of structure to what I do in the day. Otherwise, I'd be just bouncing off the walls.
I think I started out with all these great intentions of I was going to do intermittent fasting, I was going to do yoga, I was going to have lots of fruit and veg, cut down on carbs, cut out sugar, all that sort of thing. And basically I've just eaten bread for 2 months straight.
Yeah, I feel like as well there's been a big pressure to put on people to oh, if you come out of lockdown and you haven't learned this or done this, you've wasted the whole time. And I think it's not even about that. I think it's just being able to do what you want to do.
Paris, I don't know about you. I know that you do sport and exercise, but I know more that Nicola, obviously, as an athlete, it's much more part of your life. And Bella, you wrote your brilliant book, Jog On, about running. I'm an absolute novice. How can I get the motivation? Because it's really hard. I hate being out of breath. It really sucks.
Oh, that's a zone you've got to get into though, because I'm having this with my mum at the moment. I don't generally tell people how to live their lives, but my mum has never really seen the inside of a gym. And she's like, yeah, but I do this and I do that in my everyday life. And I'm like, Mum, you need to exercise to a point where you're exerting yourself more than you normally would. You need to get your heart rate up. You need to break into that sweat.
I think if you just say, oh, I must exercise, but you don't know why. For example, Paris's mum she doesn't know why she should exercise. But I think if you think, okay, well, I'm going to do it for my mental health because I feel anxious, or I'm going to do it to, increase my sleep, or, because I feel like I want to get stronger physically, or maybe you want to lose weight, or whatever the reason is. I think it's really good to have that in mind so that it doesn't feel like a kind of vague, I know I should exercise, but I don't know why. So when I get up in the mornings and I feel a bit rubbish and I feel a bit, low, or I just want to sit and have a croissant, I think you know, is this going to set me up for the rest of the day? Am I going to feel less anxious? Am I going to feel calmer? Will I feel happier?
Yeah.
And that's what gets me out the door ultimately, even if I don't want to.
Do you ladies have a go-to playlist to get you in the zone?
Oh, I do actually. Mine's called No Men, and it's just songs from women who are angry.
Amazing, love it.
The playlist I actually have at the gym, I have to always make sure that there's no swearing on it for the coaches, so the coaches don't get mad. Then there has to be a good mix for everybody. It's quite I didn't realise how hard of a job it is to actually do a playlist for the gym.
It's quite intimidating actually, isn't it? Because if someone else says, oh, I don't like this, and you know, and you're like, oh, that's Nicola's playlist. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nicola's banned from having any music on. Actually, well, Nicola, I was thinking, because, you know, as an athlete, it's kind of par for the course to have to come back after injury, and especially since you retired in November, readjusting and like recalibrating to a new life, really, which I think a lot of people are going through in different ways. How have you found it?
At first, it was like it was quite scary because it's not something I'm used to. I'm always used to, right, okay, at the end of the month I've got this tournament. This is what I'm aiming for, and I'm very like tunnel vision and very focused. So now for me it's been about doing all the things that I wanted to do when I was boxing and I couldn't do it. So I'm doing that now. And I'm just having a lot of fun with it, really. Enjoying being able to see my friends, even just the little things like going out to dinner, going to christenings, weddings, birthdays, because all of those things were like off the cards when I was training.
You have to be so laser focused on what you're doing. It's you know, it's you wonder how you have time for anything else.
You actually don't. really didn't. I was offered to do a part on the Black Panther movie, and I know, and I was like, oh my god, this is like the opportunity of a lifetime. And I had a competition coming up as well, and it was like, well, if I cut corners on this, it could cost me in the ring. So I had to turn it down.
Oh, Nicola.
I know, and but at least the good thing is now I don't have to turn down opportunities like that.
Bella, I want to know, have you discovered anything about yourself during this past couple of months?
I mean, if I was Gwyneth Paltrow, I'd say that I'd, you know, discovered resilience, or, you know, if I was Nigella Lawson, I'd say I discovered an amazing new recipe, but sadly I'm neither of those women. I've discovered that I didn't get as anxious as I thought I might get. I've discovered that I can sleep a lot more than I thought I could. I've discovered actually that, you know, perhaps I wasn't as sociable as I thought I was.
Right.
That's been my takeaway as well, Bella. It's actually been quite a shock, because I'd always thought that I was an extrovert, because I always thought when I was you know, like a kid, an extrovert was somebody who was loud and confident, and an introvert was somebody who was shy. And obviously I'm not shy. But I was reading something the other month that was defining it as where you get your energy from.
Yeah, exactly.
This confinement has really hammered home to me that I love my own company, and I recharge by having time to myself, not with other people.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to be honest, I am really missing sitting in a pub garden with my friends, and I'm so pleased that we can do this with Uber Eats, because it means, you know, everything is socially distanced, there's no contact, and we get to see each other. But I am also hoping that in the not too distant future, I can have people, have you guys round. Nicola, you can come down from Leeds, or I could come up and, you know, retrace my university steps.
I've had some nights out in Leeds, and what happens in Leeds stays in Leeds, I can tell you.
Yep.
I have to second that.
All right, what's the trashiest thing you've watched while you've been in lockdown?
Death Becomes Her.
Oh, that's not trashy, that's great. Almost every night, me and my husband have watched Grand Designs.
That's not trashy. Come
It's
on.
not trashy, but it's ridiculous. But I think the escapism of watching, you know, people build things out of ruined castles in the middle of, you know, beautiful countryside, you know, for £20,000 or whatever. It's just such brilliant escapism.
I also find myself kind of visiting lots of kind of action franchises. I'm a big Mission Impossible fan, big Bourne fan. Anything that, for me, that is... Paris, I'm looking at your face.
I've just come into the conclusion that I don't know you.
Yeah, any action franchise.
Well, listen, what else are we going to do apart from watch films and read books, right?
Guys, I've so enjoyed talking to you all this evening, and this has been really wonderful, not to mention very tasty.
And my tip would be order dessert next time, because I've got a tiramisu waiting for me.
I can't believe I had the opportunity to get dessert on Vogue, and I didn't take that. What a fool.
Paris, that's a new column idea. Dessert on Vogue.
Yeah, sounds good.
Thanks so much. See you soon.
Bye guys, bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for having us.